we finally have the news about StarCraft 2 and what's happening. There's good news and there's bad news. We're going to start with the good news and then go to the bad news. Then we're going to talk about the future of StarCraft 2. But if you're not someone who's been keeping up with StarCraft 2, since the Esports World Cup, which ended in August, we've basically had no idea what is going on. There's been no circuit events. There's no GSL in the year of 2024 post Esports World Cup. So me and a lot of other people are wondering, like, what is going on with this game? It's important to remember that Blizzard pulled out of supporting any of their esports a long time ago, and StarCraft 2 was one of those. And that basically meant that ESL, I guess they're called EFG now, Esports Faceit Group, formerly known as ESL, basically took over that. And so they were managing that. They were managing the EPT for a long time. So anyways, let's get into this news. First of all, the good news is StarCraft 2 is back in the Esports World Cup. So this is a massive, okay? If you're going to be in esports, you want to be in the Esports World Cup. The prize pool is huge. The production is incredible. And it's really good for the players. I mean, the money is incredible. This tournament alone can help support a couple players for an entire year with just how big the prize pool is. So that's exciting. I don't know, by the way, if this means it'll be here next year. I'm not sure exactly how that works. But at least we know this. Now, here's the bad news. And let me move my camera here so you guys can actually see this. 1 second. EPT StarCraft 2 discontinued. I'm going to go ahead and read this, and then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts. Dear StarCraft community, StarCraft 2 community, excuse me. Today, we are writing to share an important update regarding the future of the ESL Pro Tour. After an incredible journey since its inception in 2020, the ESL Pro Tour for StarCraft 2 will not continue in 2025 and beyond. Reaching this decision has been exceptionally difficult for us. Over the years, we've had the privilege of hosting iconic events like the IM Katowice World Championship, DreamHack Masters, ESL Masters, and ESL Opens, collaborating closely with players, fans, and community members to celebrate this iconic game. However, as the industry evolves, maintaining the full-scale circuit envisioned for the EPT has become increasingly challenging. Nevertheless, there are still great StarCraft 2 esports moments to look forward to in 2025. As you may have already seen, StarCraft 2 is making its return to the Esports World Cup 2025. Where a new world champion will be crowned this summer in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Find out more on the official social media channels of the Esports World Cup. And then the second post is, why the EPT is ending. The EPT was built with the goal of creating a long-term, sustainable, competitive ecosystem for StarCraft 2. The strong start of the circuit was supported by key ecosystem stakeholders, enabling a full-scale Pro Tour environment, providing a sense of stability for all involved parties and allowing esports professionals to fully dedicate their careers to StarCraft. However, securing long-term commitments to fund multiple events across the year became more challenging with time. As of today, we can no longer maintain the comprehensive ecosystem that has defined EPT, a year-long circuit featuring online and live events with high-quality broadcasts, comprehensive regional competition, and regular updates for competitive gameplay. Our team is still proud of the role we played in the StarCraft 2 esports scene over all these years. We remain deeply grateful to the team, players, fans, and everyone else who brought passion and dedication to the Pro Tour. And we look forward to seeing talented StarCraft 2 players compete in familiar battlefields this year to qualify for EWC and the fight for the next World Championship title. So, whenever I see these news articles come out, one of the things I find it a little bit funny, actually, but I think a lot of times StarCraft fans, because they don't really know how the sausage is made or where money comes from or what's required to make an esports event, they're quick to point fingers at the wrong people. So, EFG are the people that have basically continued to support StarCraft for 4 years after Blizzard walked away. One of the issues that, and this is, by the way, if you're interested in esports in general, one of the issues that is a constant, and it's a bit a source of frustration for myself as well, is that you need to have proper publisher support. There are a couple of games that have operated without publisher support for most of their time, and one is StarCraft 1, another one is Smash Melee. So one of the issues here was Blizzard was completely supporting StarCraft 2. That was back when Mike Morhaime was the CEO. Thank you so much for the bits. Sorry.
Hines just cheered X300. Is this the end of an era? StarCraft 2 has been a part of our lives for close to 20 years now, and it seems to be on its deathbed. Well, tasteless. At least we can look forward to the hit new mobile game, StarCraft Immortals. Buy mineral packs with real-life money that you can exchange for extra units in-game.
Thank you for the bits. I gotta actually pause these alerts. I always try to pause this when I'm making YouTube content. Appreciate the support, man. What was I saying? Oh, so Blizzard, there was this was like the golden period for StarCraft 2. It was when Blizzard really found their footing and their rhythm in the esports part of StarCraft 2. Casters felt supported. We felt like we had a series of events that we could bet on going to make money. It was a good time. But once that old Blizzard collapsed and this new Blizzard came in, they don't seem to want to support the games in the same way. Now, here's how bad this is for StarCraft 2. And I never thought I would say this. Right now, StarCraft 2 is in a worse spot than Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 1. Now, just think about that for a second. StarCraft 1 is the most watched game on Soup, previously known as Afrika TV. The players do extremely well. They have massive streams. ASL has done very well over the years. I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon. It makes sense for them to keep putting that on. Warcraft 3 is getting patches. Now, I know Reforged isn't fixed yet. The reason why this is so bad is that EFG was holding the balance councils. So they were at least trying to get the game patched and updated and fixed, because we know some games, especially StarCraft 2, they need to have small changes in unit stats or abilities or quality of life improvements to basically keep it going. And I think at this point in time, I don't know for sure. Unfortunately, I'm not in the room for these conversations. By the way, that's also kind of annoying as someone who helped put StarCraft on TV, that I'm kind of tabled as a caster. Why would ESL or EFG be working on the game that the publisher won't even work on? You know what I'm saying? I think on their end, they're kind of thinking, okay, can you at least give us, some prize money for these local circuits that we're going to run? Can you at least staff somebody at Blizzard that could take care of updating the game? I mean, and truly, when I look at this, what I don't get is Blizzard's a big company. Can't you hire like 3 or 4 people to just manage this game that are people that are from the StarCraft scene? What Blizzard did, the old Blizzard in the past, what they were really the best at, they kind of mastered the live service game before anybody else did. So they were the first game company that sort of made games you just lived in. I think my cat's about to jump on the table. Watch out. Are you going to do it? Okay, he's on the table now. Yeah, they made games you could just live in. Like, I got StarCraft 1, and I thought, I'm not leaving. I know people that did it with Diablo 1 or Diablo 2. Other people did it with World of Warcraft. And they just sort of made these ecosystems where it's like, yeah, I mean, I play some other games, but most of the time I'm just playing this game. And I know that Blizzard, the Blizzard we're dealing with now, is still restaffing people and trying to, get back to being the successful company. But, they should hopefully have people that are going to run this and try to help take care of the esports and all this other stuff. But yeah, right now, I mean, it's quite bad. So I'm hoping that by next year they'll have somebody supporting it. By the way, it seems like there's going to be the release of another StarCraft game, maybe a shooter. We don't really know, coming down the road. But I do hope that Blizzard realizes that the fans of StarCraft are not just the people that, you know, played the games right when they came out. The biggest StarCraft fans are the ones that still follow it now, and still care about it now. And I think they're really at risk of kind of damaging that relationship. So anyways, I didn't stream yesterday because frankly I was in a bad mood. I was depressed. I ended up just like going on a walk and going to the Korean sauna and sweating it out and I don't know, kind of being a bum all day. Obviously I'm streaming today. So as far as GSL goes, not confirmed yet. We're still waiting for that to be announced. But GSL's become extremely small. You know, it's not the same tournament that it was before, and that it was kind of a massive. The show itself was bigger. The seasons were bigger, right? So it filled up more time. Now GSL's a bit more of a special event. But before I close this video out, I did want to pitch this idea for the future of StarCraft 2. You know, I've been in Seoul for a long time. I'm not leaving. I've got connections with production companies. And I'm wondering, you know, seeing the success of the ASL Patreon makes me wonder if maybe we could make a Patreon for some kind of seasonal StarCraft 2 tournament. Sorry, my camera's going crazy because my cat's jumping up the cat tree. That would be professionally produced. And maybe that's how we can, you know, carry the torch on for StarCraft 2 down the road. Because I am talking with production companies and we are kicking around some ideas. And we would basically put that on my channel. So let me know if you guys think that would be a good idea, whether you're in Twitch chat now or in the YouTube comments. Do you think this is a good way to move forward? If we raise enough money, we could even have like in-person finals, stuff like that. But because I want to keep doing StarCraft 2. I like the game. And, you know, it feels like there isn't that much that's going on that wouldn't just be like someone casting something online from, you know, their bedroom or their streaming room or something like that. So I'm considering it. Let me know if you would support that. Be sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. Hope to see you in a future one. Bye-bye.